Talks. This is not your typical podcast. We will get into wrestling, lifestyle, and mental health. This podcast is unfiltered and ready to go. The episode will begin in a moment, but before it does, go ahead and give us a follow on all social medias, Tevin Talks, and make sure you give us a follow on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, wherever you may listen to your podcast. Here's Tevin.
Hello, my family. I hope all is well. This is Tevin with Tevin Talks. Stopping in to check on how everybody's doing. Seeing where your mind is at. Hoping that everybody had a great Valentine's Day. I feel like we should talk about love. You know, it comes in different ways, different forms, different shapes. Big like myself, small like other people. But you know when that love is real. And I'm not talking about just the love that you have for your spouse, but love you have for friends, love that you have for enemies. Because they're the ones that keep us going. And I want to make sure that people understand where I'm coming from when I say this. I'm not trying to be negative at all. I'm trying to be nothing but inspiring to everybody out there listening and to my family and my friends, because I need everybody to understand that people are going to try their best to bring you down, no matter how good you're doing, no matter the direction that you're going in. There are going to be people in your life that are going to be roadblocks, that are going to be hazard signs. Don't go this way. Don't turn down this road, because they don't want to see you shine. And that's fine. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking to people in general, because I know myself and a lot of friends and a lot of families are dealing with this. So I'm going to address it for everybody. Guess what? Shit is going to happen. People are going to be shitty, and people are going to make sure that you are not happy. Guess what? You have a means to be happy. You have a way to keep going. You got to dig deep. I tell you this all the time because I mean it. Everybody needs to understand that every day is not going to be the greatest. And don't think for 1 second that everybody wants to see you grow and that everybody wants to see you shine. There is a thing called a fake congratulations. So people see online, oh, I'm so happy for you, but behind your back talk the most shit. And guess what? That's an everyday occurrence. And guess what? That might actually be somebody that you might think that's close to you. I'm not telling you to go dig deep and interrogate every friend and make sure that they're, because guess what? When you call upon whoever it is that you pray to, no judgment zone here, I promise. When you ask for those enemies to be revealed, you might actually see some friends drop off your list. And guess what? That happens on a daily basis. And to be honest, it's happened to me in the past, and it's happened to me recently. And it's something that I already kind of knew, but I just had to see it because I'm a forgiving person, and I'll give anybody the benefit of the doubt, and I'll give everybody a second chance, but you won't get a third one. Because I'm all about growth, and I'm not trying to be, I'm going to be the best version of myself. And I want the exact same thing for you. So you ask, Tevin, how do I become the best version of myself when so many people want to see me fail? So many people want to see me down. Guess what? You got to figure out how to not care about that, because your family depend on you and they want you to keep pushing no matter how hard this shit is right now, because I know it is, especially the way that everything is set up nowadays, how this economy is, how jobs are just letting people go. It is rough, but I need you to focus. I need you to understand that everything that's going on right now, all these trials and tribulations, you're going to get to exactly where you need to go. But if you give up right now, this shit is going to get so much worse. I promise you. The fact that we are able to wake up every single day and put a smile on our face and go to work grind it out, make money. That lets me know that you have the will. Because nobody ever said a job that we go to every day is something that we're going to like. Some people love their jobs. Most people hate their jobs. It's not for us to love. It's for us to make sure our family has everything that they need and their bills are paid. So don't think for 1 second that, for one, you cannot be replaced at these jobs. Take care of yourself. I, for one, have noticed that for a very long time that I would just work. And I think about myself and my well-being and my physical health because I just wanted to make sure that I had to make money. You got to make sure to make time for that family too. So I just don't want you to think that this episode is about fake love because there is real love out there. Just like my wife, my little honey, my beautiful queen. There is true love out here. I just had to get that out the way first. I had to vent for a little bit. And you know what? I'm going to dip back into that too. I just want to give y'all a taste of what's coming up next. I told y'all it's going to be love. It's going to be laughs. It's going to be sad days. It's going to be happy days. And I just want to let you know that, my Valentine's Day personally was amazing because I got to spend time with my wife. And that's honestly all I wanted. I didn't want a gift. I didn't want a balloon. I didn't want any flowers. I wanted to make sure she got what she needed. But I wanted her to know how much I loved her and how much I appreciated her. And I want you guys and gals to make sure that you're doing the exact same thing. Because these people that stick by our side, through thick and thin, no matter what it is we're going through, they love us. And we got to make sure to show them love too. And, one thing I want to hit on from my great friend, Ben Grayson, and co-host, he's somebody that probably doesn't technically believe in Valentine's Day because if you really love somebody, you'll show that every day, which is true. Ben Grayson, I hear you, brother. But, in African-American households, Valentine's Day is a pretty big thing, they don't play that mess. They want to make sure that they are low-key showered with gifts and shown love. And you know what? I ain't mad at that. My mom was huge on Valentine's Day. I tell this story all the time. I remember growing up one time for Valentine's Day, I got a PlayStation 2. I was the happiest kid in the world because my mom treated Valentine's Day like a little side quest of Christmas. She was a single mother. She took care of me and my brother, and she made sure that we had love. And, I want to be that same way with my kids and my wife because it was special to me growing up, and I want to make sure it's special to them as well. So make sure, you're spreading that love, man. It's not just about gifts. It's really not. It's about showing love. I think, honestly, just a card for me, you just write me a little letter, I'm fine with that. I know you love me, but, sometimes it's okay to show a little extra. I'm fine with that. I know you are too. But I know everybody wants gifts as well, and nobody's knocking that. For me, growing up, I think that I am somebody that has so much to think about when it came to Valentine's Day because I never knew what my mom was going to do, and it was always something great. It was always something to look forward to. And I think, she'd be happy with how I am now with my wife because I want to make sure that she knows how much I love her and how much she means to me and that without her, there is no Tevin. There's no Tevin Talks. There's no TDT. There's no Happy Tevin. If I were to take Malik out of my life right now, I'd fail 100% because and I know that everything is not perfect. Everything's not going to be perfect. Tevin is not perfect. I have my faults. I've had my letdowns. And I know I've let her down in the past. But there was some things to work through. And I know that she knows how much I love her. And how much I care for her. And how much I'm here. And it takes, unfortunately, for some things to fail the way they do. For people to realize who they have by their side. And I'm not telling nobody to go out there and just fuck up. That's not what I'm telling you to do. By all means, be there for your other half. Make sure they know that they have security. not just financially, but emotionally. Make sure they know that every step of the way you're going to be there. You're holding their hand, whether they're sick, whether they are having a bad day, whether they're just struggling mentally. Be there in any way you can. And guess what? If you don't know, ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. And hell, sometimes they just need a second. Give them that second. They deserve that. Just like they deserve to be loved on, especially on Valentine's Day. And I want everybody to take a second and just look at your other half. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much they mean to you. And tell them you wouldn't be a damn thing without them. Cook for them. Do some extra chores. Take her out for lunch. Take her for dinner. Have a coffee day if you like coffee. Play some video games. Whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that you guys do to bond, do that. Make sure to pay attention to the things that they want to do. The things that makes them chill. The little gifts they like. If it's chocolate. If it's them going to get their nails done. If it's going to the gym. If it's getting a massage. Whatever it may be. Take that time to study your partner. Because the more that I do it, it's so much more that I learned about her. I'm not saying that I don't know anything about my wife, but when I sit back and actually get to do things nice for her, it puts a smile on my face. It's the little things. It's always been that way with me. I'm not anybody to impress. It's you clean the carpet for me, or you vacuum and you clean up a room, you cook, you get groceries. It's the little things that I appreciate. And she's the exact same way. But she's somebody that deserves those gifts. She's somebody that deserves that love because her whole life she's been somebody that's just been giving. And I make it a way for now that I'm the person that's giving to her because she's deserved that. She's a great mother. She's a great wife. And I just want you to know I love you and I appreciate you. And I hope that everybody felt that love on Valentine's Day and beyond that. You got birthdays coming up, whatever it may be. Show that person you love them. Lean over, give them a kiss on the forehead, kiss on the cheek, tongue down the throat, whatever you may think you may need to do. Just show that love. And honestly, this isn't a mental check Monday. This is just us talking about love. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Let's grow together. As always, I'm out.